Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fort Knox, Kentucky. I'm Captain Christopher Garcia, your narrator for today's graduation ceremony. At this time, we would like to welcome all general officers, senior officers, command sergeants major, and distinguished guests. On behalf of Brigadier General Maurice O. Barnett and Command Sergeant Major Darrell E. Walls, thank you for your attendance today. Today's ceremony honors the successful completion of Advance Camp. The graduating unit for today is the 5th Regiment, the General George W. Casey Regiment. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Cadet Andrew Acuna from Texas A&M. The color guard is comprised of cadets selected from the regiment. They are led by Cadet Victoria Nettleton from Sam Houston State University. Also participating in today's ceremony is the 395th Army Band from Mustang, Oklahoma, commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 3 Jeff Smith and Drum Major Sergeant Tyler Tosh. To your far left, you'll see the salute battery, provided by Bravo Battery, Steel Squadron, 3rd Cavalry Regiment, 3rd Armored Corps from Fort Hood, Texas. They are led by First Lieutenant Jet Lucas Murphy and Staff Sergeant Jonathan Chavez. This ceremony marks the culmination of 36 days of rigorous and intensive training for these young men and women. For them, Advance Camp served as a test of their leadership abilities and potential to be an Army officer. They have emerged from this challenge confident in their ability to assume the tremendous responsibilities of being an Army officer. The cadets of the 5th Regiment are now formed in front of you. Each regiment has had the honor of having bestowed upon it a namesake. This namesake is in honor of a general officer whose values and accomplishments represent the best the Army has to offer. 5th Regiment has had the distinct privilege of honoring General George W. Casey. George William Casey, Jr. graduated from Georgetown University in 1970 with a Bachelor of Science degree in International Relations and was commissioned as a 2nd Lieutenant in the Infantry Branch. During his Army career, General Casey was the commander of the 3rd Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division, and the Assistant Division Commander for Maneuver. He deployed as part of Operation Joint Endeavor in Bosnia and took command of the 1st Armored Division in July 1999 and served as the 36th Chief of Staff of the United States Army from 2007 to 2011. General Casey's awards include the Defense Distinguished Service Medal with 3 bronze oak leaf clusters, the Army Distinguished Service Medal with bronze oak leaf cluster, the Legion of Merit with 2 bronze oak leaf clusters, and the Defense Meritorious Service Medal. In honor of their completion of Advance Camp, the cadets from the General George W. Casey Regiment will be receiving a 3-gun salute in the form of a cadet cannonade. The commander of troops will now bring their units to attention and present arms. The reviewing officer for today's ceremony is the Commanding General, United States Space and Missile Defense Command, Lieutenant General Sean A. Gainey. He is accompanied by the host and the Regimental Tactical Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Lisa Klakowski. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the rendering of honors to the reviewing officer in the invocation offered by Chaplain Captain Patrick Day.
As you are comfortable doing so, please pray with me. Lord, your word teaches that integrity, modeled in modest times, readies one for greater responsibility. 36 days may seem modest, but 36 days of resolve, teamwork, adherence to standards cultivates a soldier ready to demonstrate leadership excellence among those with whom they serve. May today's class sense the magnitude of this achievement. Lord, bless these graduates as they look forward to the next step in their life of service. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The colors are now being brought forward by the commander of troops. The flag presents for today's ceremony are the national colors, the Army Field Flag, and the Cadet Command colors. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem and remain standing during the firing of the cadet cannonade. We ask that military personnel in uniform maintain their hand salute until the completion of the cadet cannonade. The United States Army ROTC Cadet Cannonade salutes the three pillars of our service to the nation. Duty, obedience and disciplined performance despite difficulty or danger. Duty requires self-responsibility and selfless devotion. Honor, encompassing integrity and dedication. Honor is the thread which holds together the fabric of our Army. Country, for which men and women have given their lives. Our country shines as a light of freedom and dignity to the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The Cadet Creed was adopted to instill in Army cadets the values that are critical for successful performance. Cadet Dakota Picard from Virginia Tech will now recite the Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed. I am an Army cadet. Soon I will take an oath and become an Army officer, committed to defending the values which make this nation great. Honor is my touchstone. I understand mission first and people always. I am the past, the spirit of those warriors who have made the final sacrifice. I am the present, the scholar and apprentice soldier, enhancing my skills in the science of warfare and the art of leadership. But above all, I am the future warrior leader of the United States Army. May God give me the compassion and judgment to lead, and the gallantry in battle to win. I will do my duty. Leadership excellence, ma'am.
The greater community of Fort Knox and our national and local service organizations are here to show their support to our future Army leaders. These cadets have demonstrated superior character and service throughout training and be recognized for their efforts. We kindly ask family and friends to remain seated during the awards presentation. The awardees will be brought forward immediately following the ceremony for pictures. The AUSA Leadership Excellence Award is presented by Mr. Tony Koch. This award is presented to the top cadet in each regiment as determined by a regimental cadre board. This award is presented to Cadet Patrick Sheets from Texas Christian University. The First Command Financial Service Award is presented by Mr. Brandon Barber. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the leadership traits necessary to encourage teamwork, improve unit cohesion, and reinforce mission accomplishment. This award is presented to Cadet Wyatt Howell from Mississippi State University. The USAA Warrior Ethos Award is presented by Sergeant Major Retired Richard Villa. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrated the Army profession, ethic, and officership while exemplifying the warrior spirit. This award is presented to Cadet Jacqueline Espinoza from Marquette University. The Armed Forces Bank Performance Award is presented by Ms. Nicole Schumacher. This award is presented to the cadet that best demonstrates respect for other cultures and people by effectively utilizing the training scenarios to demonstrate their mastery of cross-cultural competencies needed in complex environments. This award is presented to Cadet Theodore Fisher from Brown University. The Army National Guard Minuteman Award is presented by Major John Howell. This award is presented to the Army National Guard cadet who demonstrates the most improvement in physical and mental preparedness for commissioning. This award is presented to Cadet Carter Sandine from the University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point. The Reserve Officers Organization of America Award is presented by Lieutenant Colonel Marcel Charlis. This award is given to the cadet that embodies the characteristics of a comprehensive soldier by demonstrating resilience and lifelong pursuit of enhanced performance to cope with adversity in stressful situations and thrive in life. This award is presented to Cadet Sierra Terrell from the University of Colorado. The Military Officers Association of America Award is presented by Colonel Retired Ed Pate. This award is given to the cadet that demonstrated superior dedication to duty by accepting accountability for self and assigned unit through the employment of team members, all while applying fundamentals of leadership. This award is presented to Cadet Matthew Coyne from the University of Tennessee, Knoxville. The Military Order of the World Awards Award is also presented by Colonel Retired Ed Pate. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates the ability to evaluate, analyze, apply, and understand experiences and capabilities to solve tactical problem sets. This award is presented to Cadet Adam Bussey from the University of Arkansas. The Bold Leader Spirit Award is presented by Sergeant Major Retired Charlie Foley. This award is presented to the cadet who best demonstrates appropriate motivational techniques, inspirational leadership, and the spirit of a leader. This award is presented to Cadet Samuel Nicholson from Texas A&M. The Strategic Resources Incorporated Award is presented by performance expert Miss Allison Megan. This award is presented to the male and female cadet who achieved the overall highest score on the Army Fitness Test. This award is presented to James Bridgefield from the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse. And Cadet Giovanna Travelin from California Polytechnic, SLO. The United States Army Reserve Truman Citizen Soldier Award is presented by Brigadier General Martin Young. This award is presented to the Army Reserve cadet in each regiment that has distinguished themselves amongst their peers as a top performer and exemplifies outstanding leadership qualities. This award is presented to Cadet Benjamin Coleman from Grand Canyon University. The Mission POW MIA Award is presented by Mr. and Mrs. Dave and Janine Hoffman. This award is presented to the cadet who demonstrates character and courage through leadership, selflessness, and fortitude. This award is presented on behalf of all missing and unaccounted for Americans from all past conflicts. This award is presented to Cadet Jack Williams from Boston University. The Recondo Award is presented to the cadets who displayed superior individual performance. Cadets must have met the Army standards for height and weight, earned at least 80 points or more in each of the Army Fitness Test events, successfully negotiated 8 out of the 10 obstacles, scored second class or higher on the hand grenade assault course, completed their 6-mile foot march in 90 minutes or less, scored 80% or higher on the written land navigation test, be a first-time go and navigate to at least 6 out of 7 land navigation points for both day and night land navigation combined, be a first-time go and qualify as sharpshooter or higher on the basic rifle marksmanship pop-up range, receive a go or a pass for 80% of the warrior's skills and tasks and all other evaluated events, and graduate in good standing. Cadets from the 5th Regiment awarded the Recondo badge have been annotated in your program with an asterisk by their name. At the completion of the ceremony, today's awardees will return to the field for individual congratulations and photo opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving our awardees a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege to introduce today's guest speaker, the Commanding General, United States Space and Missile Defense Command, Lieutenant General Sean A. Gainey.
Okay, first of all, it's great to be back here at Fort Knox, a place near and dear to me from my time as the Deputy Commander of Cadet Command. Distinguished guests, fellow general officers, families, friends, and cadets, good morning, and it's a true honor to be here today in beautiful Fort Knox for this Cadet Command Summer Training graduation. Everybody loves an Army ceremony, and the cadets on the field look great. Let's give these cadets a round of applause. And cadets, go ahead and rest, cadets. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. I know you're looking forward to that, so I want to grant you that wish there. We're also proud of you for graduating today because it marks the next step that commissioning is real. And in an all-volunteer army, your willingness to serve speaks volumes about your character, but more importantly, about your morals and values instilled in you at a young age. So cadets, let's give your parents and those that are close to you a round of applause. I would also like to thank the 395th Army Band and the Bravo Steel Squadron 3CR Cannon crew as you bring a special touch to this Army ceremony. I'd like to also recognize all the veterans here today. I know this is a strong veteran community. Thank you for what you do for Fort Knox and the Army, and thank you for your service. I'd also like to thank the cadre because I know without you this wouldn't be possible, and it's a significant commitment to this summer training camp. I would also like to thank Brigadier General Barnett for the invitation to come out to Cadet Command and be part of this advanced camp graduation, because serving in Cadet Command was easily the best job outside of command I've had in the Army in my 30-plus years career. Having the ability to travel across the United States and spend time with our future leader was an amazing experience. It's also important to recognize that these cadets are not only juggling the experience of college classes, but also participate in extracurricular activities while prioritizing leadership and military training. Well, cadets, I know exactly what's going through your mind right now because I've been there. First, you're glad that advanced camp is over and you can enjoy that sliver amount of summer that's left before you start school again. You're excited knowing that your commissioning ceremony is very close and it's real, that gold bar is real. And finally, you're hoping this speech is short because it's hot out here today. So I know exactly what you're thinking. So, I will leave you with 3 quick points and grant you your third desire. And it's called my leadership investment strategy. Now, you're probably not going to make a lot of money in the stock market, but you'll definitely make a lot of money with your soldiers out there. First point, invest in building winning teams through trust. It's amazing what your soldiers will accomplish if they feel that they're a valued member of your team. And everybody wants to be a part of a winning team, as you can see the team out here with all the streamers. 2, invest in feedback mechanisms. Sounds easy, but too often we get busy and we don't take the time to put ourselves in the shoes of those we are willing to lead and reflect on the actions that impact those around us. Remember, the greatest strength in our people, in our Army, is our people, and they deserve nothing but the best. Finally, invest in yourself and have fun. Our soldiers deserve leaders who are passionate about what they do, and showing that positive attitude daily will inspire those that you lead. Soldiers and junior leaders will feed off of your energy. Well, cadets, I could talk to you for a long time, but I know your notebooks are filled. You have all the advice that's been provided, and you are ready. These past 35 days of leadership development were just a validation to all that you have been building over the past few years. Soon you will be second lieutenants and part of a 1% of the nation serving our military. Again, congratulations to you and your family. You should be proud of your accomplishments. Leadership excellence, be all you can be. Hooah.
this time, the Cadet Regiment will perform the ceremonial pass and review. Please remember to stand and render honors to the nation as the colors pass. Now passing the reviewing stand is the 395th Army Band from Mustang, Oklahoma, commanded by Chief Warrant Officer 3 Jeff Smith and Drum Major Sergeant Tyler Tash. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Commander of Troops for today's graduation, Cadet Andrew Acuna from Texas A&M. Now passing the reviewing stand is Alpha Company, led by Cadet Adia Goldsmith from Tuskegee University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Bravo Company, led by Cadet Colin Ammerman from Texas A&M. Now passing the reviewing stand is the Color Guard, led by Cadet Victoria Nettleton from Sam Houston State University. Now passing the reviewing stand is Charlie Company, led by Cadet Michael Lansing from the University of Richmond. Now passing the reviewing stand is Delta Company, led by Cadet Norman Fahn from Virginia Tech. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Army song. The words can be found in your program.
Sir, this concludes today's ceremonies. Leadership excellence, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the 5th Regiment Cadet Summer Training 2025 graduation ceremony. Family and friends, please allow a few moments for your cadets to prepare for departure before joining them in the family area to the right side of your field. As a reminder, this ceremony can be viewed at youtube.com/ArmyROTC. Photos for today's ceremony can be viewed at flickr.com/ArmyROTC. Thank you for attending Leadership Excellence.